I'm back. Okay, good. Okay. All right. Does everybody hear me? Do you hear me? Yes? Okay. So welcome everybody. I want to, the reason why I left for a minute is I wanted to record this. So let me see, it looks like it already is recording. I'm going to post it on our website on Canvas. So if you need to refer to it, or if somebody else who couldn't come wants to watch, they can. All right. I want to also I want to share my screen. So you're going to see my desktop, which is our Citrus College website. And then you should see everybody else who's in our meeting on the side, on the right side. Please feel free to unmute yourself and ask me any questions at any time. It's just like we're talking, okay? So don't hesitate. So I want to really go through this just as if you were a student. So the very first thing you do, and forgive me if you've already connected to Canvas and you're already beyond this, just let me get everybody else up to speed, if you would. So right now we have a link at the top of our homepage. That's for Canvas. I'm going to click on that. And I'm going to log out actually. No, I'm going to stay in. Change my mind. I'm going to go to our course, which is Math 165, Distance Ed, CRN 22939, Introductory Statistics. And I want to lead you through the modules because that's where you're going to see all the work that you're going to do in this class. So one thing I want to do first is I want to make myself a student. Let me see if I can move this down. There we go. I have something called Student View that I can do in Canvas. So it pretends that I'm a student. So it looks like the way, hopefully, that you'll see this. Canvas is organized by unit. So unit 0 and 1. So 0 and 1 are right now open, and they will be open until Sunday, September 10th. Another thing, actually, before I go into the modules, I want to very clearly state, please click on the syllabus and open that. The class syllabus is right here in this link. I just clicked on syllabus on the left side. I'm going to open it so you can see it. It's a PDF, and there it is. Make it a little bit smaller, bring it over here. Because the syllabus will ultimately be your guide as to what we do every week in class. Hi, Jasenia. Nice to see you. And you too, Brenda. Hi. And right here, starting on page 4, it tells you the units that you're going to be working on. So unit 0 is the first module, and unit 1 is the second one. These two are currently open right now, and they will close on September 10th. So they're the first things you want to work on to get going in this class. And then you'll see later on there will be future modules. Modules will open on Wednesdays. So Unit 2 will open September 6th and will close about 11 days later on Sunday, September 17th. So modules open on a Wednesday, and they close not the next Sunday, but the Sunday after that. So you have 11 days for each. I can't say chapter because sometimes it's a chapter, sometimes it's just like 3 or 4 different sections in a chapter. Some chapters span over 2 modules. Are there any questions right now about the module setup?
No, everything looks good.
Okay. So now let's go back into Canvas, and I'm going to go to modules. And the way it's set up is that for Unit 0, that one I need you to do every assignment, or at least touch on it, and I would like you to do every assignment that you see. I'm starting at the beginning. So the first one is just a welcome. I'd like you to be focused on reading everything that you need to. At the bottom of the screen right here is a next. This is what will take you, and if it has what's called a tooltip. So I put my cursor right on next, but I haven't clicked yet. It says that it's going to be 0.2, the next page, which is the introduction to this unit. I'm going to click there. Every unit will have an introduction. It will have objectives of that unit, and it will tell you what you're doing in that unit to fulfill these objectives. I'm going to click on Next to get to the next page in this unit. I have some videos for you to watch just to be very clear on what this class is about, how much time it will take, what kind of things you'll be doing. There are some also orientation ideas here about taking online classes if you've never taken one before. I'm going to click on Next. I need everybody to go through these online student readiness tutorials, which are from the Online Education Initiative through the California Community Colleges, so that you're really understanding what kind of tools, what kind of ideas you need to have to succeed in online classes, especially if you've never taken one. We click on Next. There's some orientation in terms of Canvas, since it's brand new for all of us. It would be worth a little bit of your time to watch these and read some ideas. And if you ever get stuck, you can always go, excuse me, to the student guide or to the help over here on the left side of the page to get help with Canvas. I'm going to page down. And I haven't looked yet. I'll check later, but all of you who are here today, if you have not yet enrolled in Remind, please do this. You'll get 10 points extra credit, but also it gives me another way to reach you. Let me confirm that number for the Remind. Let me get into it. Just one second. So what you do to enroll in Remind is you text 281010. You text this string. Let me bring up, I was trying to do this on my phone. It wasn't working. Let me go to my iPad. Hold on one second. Just one second. Yes, that's correct. Okay. So you text 281010, and the string you're going to text is this one, at MA165DEF17. And when you do that, hello.
Hello.
You made it.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
That's okay.
Yeah, I jumped in on it at a restaurant. Didn't realize it was going to be so, but that's cool.
That's fine. You can mute your self so that we can hear when you ask questions and you can hear me. Okay. Great. Thank you. Please join Remind. I really encourage you to do that. And you can feel free to text me anytime. I do sleep at night, so I don't reply in the middle of the night, but I get up pretty early. I will reply to you in the morning. Another way to reach me is through email or through Canvas message, which is here in the inbox you see on the left side of the screen. I'm going to click on Next. Please read through these course policies so you're very clear as to how the class works and there's no surprises. I mentioned earlier about the course syllabus, which I brought up. It's this one. Again, I encourage you to read through it, especially pay special attention right here to the class schedule. Every week we'll have a new unit. And there is a little quiz, a 10-point quiz that's about the course syllabus. That's one of your assignments in this class. And then the next thing I clicked on was an orientation video, and it's for MyMathLab. Can you please nod yes if you have already connected to MyStatLab through Canvas? No? Okay. So this is the way you'll do it. If you've ever taken a class with the MyMathLab or MyStatLab, it's different than before. We have to connect you with the homework through Canvas. So when you click on that first assignment that's in MyMathLab, which is this orientation video, here's what you'll see. You'll click on I accept at the bottom, and then you will register if you have an account with Pearson. If you've never used MyMathLab, you don't have an account, so you'll have to create one. It's really quick. I created one earlier with just a fake username, email address. So I'm going to sign in. And then what you're going to see here is that you don't see the third way because I already used this email. But there's 3 options. And if you could please note down that you have a third option here that you'll see at the bottom of the page that says that you have a 14-day free trial of MyStatLab. So if anything, to get started, that's what you'd want to do. You don't have to buy anything at all right now. When you connect through Canvas to MyStatLab, to Pearson, MyStatLab, you'll see another option down here that's a link. You click on that, 14 days, you have it for free. Here's your other options. You can, after the 14 days, you can purchase an access code, which is from our bookstore. Let me bring up our bookstore's website. I'm going to textbooks, and down at the bottom is course materials. I think that's my other class, but it's still using the same materials as you. This is my on-campus class, but I'm still using the Triola textbook bundle. It costs $136.15. You can't buy the used one because it doesn't come with the access for MyStatLab. That's your homework, so you need the homework. This bundle from the bookstore comes with a paper textbook. Looks like this. Let me get it. It's a loose leaf book. So it has 3-hole punch, and you can put it in a binder like I did with mine. And it comes with also an access code that's on a piece of cardboard. It's just a code on paper. And then you'll use that code when you are ready to purchase MyStatLab. You'll use the code right here. So that's about $136 plus tax. Okay. Another option you have, if you have financial aid for your books, by the way, this is the way you have to go, is through the bookstore. But if you're not getting financial aid and you're paying yourself for the textbooks, then you have another option. If you like using just an ebook, you can get for $100, you can see here, it's a little less money, the ebook with the homework. And that's about $100. The ebook works on tablets, on computers. You'll also, by the way, get an ebook if you buy the bundle from the bookstore. So either way is fine, your choice. Any questions right now? Go ahead and unmute yourself if you have a question.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can. Yeah, hi.
Hi, everybody. I just want to make sure, I looked away for a split second, and I just want to make sure I heard correctly. So I haven't purchased the book yet, the physical book from the bookstore. I thought I needed to do that to get the access code, but you're saying that another option is to buy an ebook
Mhm.
I can do that, and that's only
Right.
$99.95.
That's right. It's an ebook with the homework. And
Okay.
so if you don't need a paper book, if you're happy with an ebook, you can save yourself about probably $40 when it comes with the tax. You know, it's quite a bit of savings. The book bundle from the bookstore has the ebook, it has a paper book, it has the access code for the homework.
And one last question.
Yeah.
Do your online students have a preference, or have they said the ebook is not better or it's the same, or
I
what?
have both on campus and online. I find that it's about 50-50 that students, about half of them will buy the ebook packet, half of them will buy it from the bookstore. And I have no issues. I've heard no issues about either way.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sure, my pleasure. Any other questions right now? Y'all good? Okay. And again, you'll see another link down here. I already used this login, so it's not letting me get another 14-day free trial. That's why I don't see it here. You'll need to register and buy something or use that 14-day free trial so that you can do the homework. Okay. I'm going to leave the student view right now so I can show you what the homework looks like. So the homework for MyMathLab starts right here. Oh, I have to number these. This is 10, 11, and 12. My mistake. Let me click on the orientation homework so you can see what it looks like. You'll see orientation homework. You'll see that it looks different because it's pulling the actual page from MyMathLab into Canvas. And I'm going to click on the first question. The orientation homework is just to help you get used to answering questions and problems in MyMathLab. One thing I want to address right now is please notice that I just clicked on the question help. Every question has help. This is a great way to get help from me by using this Ask My Instructor feature, especially for problems that are not multiple choice, that you have to actually calculate something and type in an answer. When you click the Ask My Instructor, and I'm going to do that, it's sending me an email with your question. And I'm able to see your exact question. Every student's problems could be different because they're randomized. They have different numbers in them. So when I see your question, I'm able to specifically help you with your problem. Please don't hesitate to do this, to contact me this way. It's really a good way, it's a great way for me to help you the best way I can, all right? You also can, and this is something that a lot of my students do, if you have a lot of downtime, say you have a job where you sit a lot but you don't have access to a computer, then you might want to print the whole homework assignment. It prints it out for you. You can then take it with you, and you can work on it offline until you get back to a computer, and then you can enter your answers. Okay, it's a good way to time manage. You know, especially if you know you're going to be away from a computer, but you're going to have some downtime. You can also, for a lot of problems, this one's not, let me go back and get to a problem where you'll be able to see it. I'm going to go back to the module, and I'm going to go to Unit 1. I'm going to go to the Section 1-2 homework. And by the way, our book, our textbook, let me see if I can show you this. I don't know if I should just hold it up. So this is, I'm not sure if you can see this. Every first section of every chapter doesn't have homework. It's like an introduction. So you're going to see, it says my free meeting will end in 10 minutes. Oh. You're going to see only homework for sections 1-2, 1-3, 1-4, chapter 2, 2-2, 2-3, 2-4. So don't panic if you don't see a first section, because it's not it's not there. There's only homework for the second and subsequent sections. I'm clicking on a question in section 1-2 that will have more calculation that you would have to do. Let me pick another problem. This one's a bad one. Yeah, let me go back. I'm going to try this one more time. Maybe the third time will be a charm. Some of the problems do not have too much help because they are only they're only like multiple choice. See if I don't have another one to show you. I don't think these have anything. Let me try. Okay, here you go. So section 1-4, you can see that you have a lot more resources here. You have the ebook. Here's a link to that section right here. There's some other things something called StatCrunch, which we can use later on in the class. We can use this to do a lot of things for us. You have a built-in calculator. You have that Ask My Instructor, the print, as well as an animation or an example. The Help Me Solve This and the View an Example, those are golden. They are what students use all the time to help them solve these problems. So give them a try, because Help Me Solve This will lead you through the problem, giving you like step-by-step explaining things, telling you what to do. View an Example gives you a very similar problem, shows you step-by-step how it's answered. So they're very valuable helps. Any questions right now? You're good? Okay. In case we get disconnected because I don't have I didn't pay for this Zoom, I want to make sure I get to any questions you might have. So let me open up the floor to questions that you might have. Please ask about anything about the class.
I have a question about the homework. Let's say we get a couple problems wrong. How do we know the right way to get the answer with that? Would you send something with that on showing us how, or like go to this page in the book and find the example or something?
So I'm glad you mentioned this, because you have, for every problem, you have 5 tries. So 5 attempts at every single problem. When you get to the second or the third time and you're not getting it right, I really ask for you to reach out to me.
Okay.
Ask my instructor, ask me for help. Also, maybe even before that, you want to go to the view an example, or help me solve this. Those are the ways to help you get the correct answers.
And will we get to skip problems?
Yes.
Like in the actual online thing, we'll get to skip problems?
Yep.
Okay.
You can, and keep in mind, like, these sections are open until September 10th. So you can, if you have a little bit of time, you can work on 2 problems right now, close it down, go to work, come back, open it, and whatever you've completed will still be there, and you'll see a green check mark. You'll have saved whatever you've done.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's all.
Good. Good. Thank you. What else? Any other questions?
As of right now, the those little green check marks on all the like 0.5, 6, and 7 that I've been doing haven't been checked off, but I don't know why. Or did they not supposed to show up, or do they show up, or?
I don't think I configured this to see check marks on the Canvas assignments here. It's only on the MyMathLab that you'll see the check marks next to each problem that you complete. And you'll see if it's a problem that has multiple answers, like steps, like you have 3 things you have to do, you'll see like a red, like an X, and then a green check mark. You'll see both of those to show that you did part of it, but you didn't finish it all.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. What other questions do you have?
Regarding like lecture type things, would that be mostly based on video, or would it be like a program, or are we just going off of like the book that they give you?
Great question. So you can see in Unit 1 where the real work begins in our class, I've set up both reading, so there's the textbook assignment for chapter 1, and also videos for each section. Let me click on the reading for chapter 1, and you'll see how this looks. You'll see there's 3 sections in chapter 1. I'm going to click on 1-2. It opens a new window. It's working on it. There it comes. And what it showed us right here is section 1-2. And let me see if I can minimize it a little bit so you can see it better. It looks exactly like the textbook. So there's the start of section 1-2 and page 5. Here it is on my book. It's exactly the same. So the ebook is what you're seeing right now. So part of learning the material is to be reading the sections. So I intentionally, I'm sorry if I'm causing this trouble. I don't know if I'm the one causing the sound. The textbook is one way to learn the material. I'm going to go to next down here, and I'm going to go to the videos. I've separated out the videos into section videos. So section 1-2, I'm going to click on the link, and you can see there's 2 videos for that section. These are videos from my stat lab. In fact, they're often authored, and you'll see in a minute. He's the author of our textbook. I recommend that with your learning that you actually watch these videos and take notes before you start the homework. You'll actually, believe it or not, save yourself a lot of time by investing a little bit up front in the videos and the reading. It will pay off big time. It'll make your homework go much smoother. Good question, Brenda.
Thank you.
Yeah. What other questions do you have? So you can see in the module, what I would recommend you do is, along with your syllabus, just check that you're doing everything in the module, and then you'll be pretty much on track. I want to make sure to be clear, let me find our syllabus, that the exams, our first exam is on Monday, is during week 4. It's in the testing center, so our exams are on campus, including our final exam. You have a window, so you can take the exam anywhere from Monday, September 25th, Tuesday, September 26th, or Wednesday, September 27th, okay? The syllabus says that when the exam will open, that I believe I put here 9 o'clock. The testing center opens at 9 o'clock. It's IS 107 on campus. That's where they'll send you. If you go to the ED building, they'll send you to IS 107. And then you'll have to take the exam until Wednesday, September 27th, 6 o'clock p.m. So you choose a time, about a 2-hour window. You'll have 2 hours for the exams. Please choose a time that works for you. Make sure you do that ahead of time. I'd recommend don't wait until the last day, because things always happen, or at least try to do it really early on Wednesday, so that way you don't miss the window, okay? Like I said, all 3 exams are on campus. There's exam 2. There's our testing window for exam 2 from Monday, November